what did you do to Darbari?
Nothing. So, my favorite, I took my favorite Bollywood song there is, like, Janak Janak Tore Baje Paheliyan, Preet Ke Meet Sunaye Paheliyan. So I took it, and there's a very old composition which my guru taught me. So I mixed these two up, and I made kind of a own thing with Darbari, and they kind of liked it. So I was like, ah, great.
Let's have it.
You're going to make me sing, aren't you? So one of my favorite rags is Darbari. I mean, I love Kamaj, you know, because it's the most romantic rag ever. But in terms of intensity, I love Darbari. So here's a bit of like what we do in Lagori with Darbari. Dhena, 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 झनक झनकवा तोरे बिछोवा झनक झनक झनकवा तोरे बिछोवा झनक झनकवा तोरे बिछोवा झनक झनक झनकवा तोरे बिछोवा घर आई नो ओरे मितवा घर आई लो रे मितवा घर आई लोरे मितवा कैसे घर आऊं तोरे लंगरवा झनक झनकवा तोरे बिछुवा.
This got you into the band.
I guess.
Why not? Yeah, why not? You know, you can join my band if you like.
Yeah, I enjoy doing it with them because the instrumentation is really heavy. Like Geet uses a heavy patch, and Vinyl is freaking out on the drums. So I was like, wow. And I listen to a lot of Western music in terms of heavy or funk or classical, it doesn't matter. So I was like,
Tejas, I want to talk about your formative years a little bit. Tell me about your greatest musical influences, people who have affected your sense of music so much.
Unfortunately, I wasn't born into like a musical family. I mean, I love my family, I love my mom, but like I always envied people who are born into like generations of musical families.
Gharanas.
Yeah, gharanas. Yeah. I'm like, why wasn't like born into Ustad families? I'm like, it always like cringed my heart, you know. So my inspiration have always been through my ears. It is never like, at least until recently. I mean, once I started training in classical music, that's when that there was a physical inspiration in terms of like a physical presence. But until then, I think for like 10 years or 12 years, it was all about listening to as many artists as possible and getting inspired by them. So I think my inspirations are like pretty mad because it varies from Nusrat ji, you know, Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, to Pandit Bhimsen Joshi ji, to Eddie Vedder, to Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden, to Rob Halford of Judas Priest, you know, to Ustad Rashid Khan,
yeah,
you know. So that way it's like completely varying. So even though I sing Indian music, I use influences by like, you know, all these stalwarts of classical music. When I'm on stage, I look at people like Eddie Vedder or Bruce Dickinson or like Rob Halford. That's what
performers, man.
They were the best performers, and they were brilliant singers in their Western capabilities. Yes. That's where like I find inspiration in terms of performance and singing. So I'm still striving for a good balance because like, you know, I'm still growing, I'm still evolving. But hopefully I'll get there soon where, you know, there is a balance between the Indian element and the Western element. Yeah.
This is your live act. It's sort of designed to make people go crazy. From the way you get them involved in your songs to having thousands of balls hurled at them. How did this
The
take
balls
shape?
idea is a very funny, I mean the Lagori balls idea is a very funny thing because we didn't, so there's a fest called Oktoberfest which happens in Bangalore. So we decided for the first time that what is Lagori basically? Like it's a game which 7 tiles which you throw a ball and then you run for it. And basically you try to aim the ball and hit the opponent team. So we are like, why don't we just like inculcate this into our set? So what can we do? Then we realized, well, let's just tell people to believe like we are 7 tiles. We are 5. But I think me and Geet are fat enough to like sorry Geet. Yeah, we both are like 1.5. But we just told them that, you know what, for us you guys are the stones, 7 stones. For you guys we are the 7 stones. So I want you guys to aim and hit us. So I think that's where it kind of took off. The Lagori balls thing took off, and that's why we the song Lagori, which is like super self-obsessed. Lagori, Lagori. I mean, that's where I think that song fell into place. So we thought that this could be the pinnacle of involvement. I'm sure we can think of more better things, but I think the Lagori balls is something which we look for in every show out there, like throwing the balls at them and like getting hit. Thank God they're sponge balls, so but it's fun.
Let's have Jeene Do in that sense.
Oh, wow. This is the most intense song I think the man has written. Especially considering like what's happening in the country right now, like in terms of women and even in terms of respect, like mutual respect and equality and stuff, like, you know. So we always believe that men, like man or a woman, both of them deserve equal respect, you know. So I think Jeene Do is that one song where every time we go on stage and sing that song, it's very intense because it's all about live and let live. Yeah, so here it goes a little bit. कहाँ है ख्वाब वो हाथों से जो मिट गए, कैसी है वो रास्ते पाँव से जो हट गए, बंद सांसों तले चलती है धड़कनें, गिन रहा उंगलियों में बसी ख्वाहिशें, जीने दो सांसें अभी पीने दो, ख्वाबों की राहों में हाँ जीने दो, कहते हैं अरमाए, कहते हैं गम सारे, उड़ते इन लबों को जीने दो. Goes on.